And we have sea milk.
Yeah, what a surprise.
So we're busy riding through, we're actually on our way to hit the countryside, but we're riding through the city of Hanoi to get out of the city of Hanoi, if that makes any sense, right?
Yep.
And I wanted to ask you something that I've been noticing.
Sure.
And I'd like to ask you about the brands that we see here.
Okay.
So, I don't know, should we hit the road and talk about it?
Let us do it.
Okay, awesome.
Watch out, the cops.
Let me just get a little bit of that anyway. It looks Haiphong. So that's a very Haiphong B-roll right there.
Yep, it is. That's why I mentioned it. Alright, where are we going? Can we not go in the wrong way?
It's in the general direction. Don't worry, it's not
General
like
direction?
Okay.
Okay.
So take a look. There's a Honda, another Honda. We have a Kawasaki. We're riding Kawasaki's. We're talking about obviously bike brands, but it's not just that. Car brands as well.
Yep.
I think.
And not only that, we're talking about every brand.
Yeah, every brand. I think the most common car we've seen here is a Kia Morning. It's called.
The Kia and the Kia New Morning.
Yes. So why is that such an impressive thing for us?
Well, this is why. Okay.
Yeah.
Vietnam is much poorer than China. We just have to get that out of the way.
Absolutely.
Okay. However,
this is
Hanoi is not poorer than a lot of cities I've seen in China. Okay.
Sure.
However, it's still poor. Now,
what's that dog gonna see?
What in the actual? Yeah. Anyway, as you can look around, you can see like people take pride in their stuff. I think.
Yeah.
More so than rural China.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're excited is because in China, number one, of course you guys know this, motorcycles are banned, but number two, all of the kinds of motorcycles you can get in China the majority are Chinese, made in China. And they are really bad, and I'm sorry to say this, you guys can throw all your shade at me about what I talk about Chinese car brands and bike brands.
Yeah.
But why are there none in most Western countries? Well, it's because they're awful and dangerous.
They are.
Now, if you look around here, like I said, in a poorer country, you don't see these Chinese cars. You don't see these Chinese bikes. They're all from Japan, Korea,
Mercedes,
in Thailand.
Yeah,
there's a Mercedes,
true.
right?
Yeah.
And there's something weird about this because it's like, oh, how do they afford that, right? Well, obviously, the people with the very expensive cars are, they're either very lucky or maybe they're in real estate or something, or they have a business. But
they
these
work
bikes,
hard,
right? If this chick that just went by, right? That scooter probably costs about, let's just say a 125 scooter in America costs like $3,000, right?
Okay, for brand new, really nice one.
Right. They don't cost $3,000 here, even though they're the same brand, like a Honda. And the reason is that they are actually not made in Japan. Okay. The majority of these bikes are actually made in neighboring Thailand, which they have the Southeast Asian Treaty with.
Right.
So it means open trade, and they have cheap, high quality Japanese brands, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, look what we're on at the moment. It's definitely an Asia-only Kawasaki.
Yeah.
And I would say it's definitely not up to spec with a Japanese
one.
It's
not, but it is.
But
it's compared to like a Chinese bike.
Sure. I mean, that's another thing. Yes, they've got the Thai-made Kawasaki's, but it's still Kawasaki, right?
Right.
In China, you get Hondas and Suzuki's, but they're always part of a joint venture. It's like a Haojue Suzuki, something like that. For the longest time, you couldn't get the actual brand itself, but you can now. Yeah. They are so expensive. They're prohibitively expensive. That's kind of the point here. That same bike that costs you $3,000 in America, in China will cost you $6,000.
And that's the issue, I guess, is that if we look at my first car in China as an example, it's not actually Suzuki. Like, I can't go, and that's actually sad because nobody brags about having a Suzuki. But, you know what I mean?
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe foreigners in China that are on ESL, they think it's impressive to have any sort of car. But
that was a nice car. I liked it.
I mean, yeah, this is why it's not a Suzuki though. Yeah, it was Lingmu Suzuki, and that is that joint partnership venture thing you guys are you're talking about. You guys, what are you, two people? And you know why they do that?
Why?
It's actually a hangover from the whole communist like experiment with capitalism thing, which is something Vietnam doesn't have. They just do import-export like a normal country, but China won't allow a foreign automotive brand to exist in China unless it is joint partners. So you have Haojue, right, for the motorcycle. You have Lingmu Suzuki. You have Guangzhou Bentian.
Yes.
You have Shanghai Buick, right?
Yeah.
And these cars are made and produced and assembled in China, which makes them very inferior. And oddly enough, when I came here and looked at a Suzuki Swift, so the same car, when I was in Vietnam last time, it was so much nicer inside.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell? This is like, did I get a wrong one, you know?
Sure.
Because it was the same year and everything. It was like 2014 or 15 or whatever. And it turns out, no, they're just completely different. They even have different engines. So
well, you can buy the Japanese imported one in China too, but it costs a lot more.
You pay double because you have to pay tax. So yeah, I paid about $10,000, but if you were to buy the Japanese one, it's about $22,000 for a crap car.
Yeah, what on earth is going on here?
It's like a funeral, I think.
Oh yeah, it's a funeral, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's wish them all the best in whatever they're doing, and let's continue
all
on.
the best.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, this is a very long-winded way of just saying you get the brands.
But I wanted to explain why.
You get the brands that you're used to seeing in the rest of the world over here. Let's go to the right. And that's kind of interesting because living in China for so long, you're just used to seeing Chinese brands everywhere. And
right.
What is that chicken?
It's like a turkey. It is.
Okay. All right.
It's like eating a tire.
Yeah, it is. Looks terrible. So anyway, so is there anything else you'd like to add to this before we finish up?
I just wanted to point it out. I think it's super cool. It's just interesting to see a nation of bikers, and I know it's not a passion amongst most people here, but you do see quite a few cool motorcycles going down the road, people that actually do care.
Yep.
But anyway, long story short, it is interesting to see, Japanese brands and Italian brands and all these brands that we've missed out on.
Quite a lot of Piaggios as well, yeah.
And what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below and like the video. If you did like the video, where the hell are we?
I was about to get to that, so.
Okay. I'll just let you take over here.
Whether you guys enjoy driving through muddy parking lots or, through the streets of Hanoi and watching people fall down because they overload their bikes, we love you all the same. See if you need some help.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his buddy there.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
nice.
Cool.
Nice guys. It's just an easier way to get the boxes up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We love you all the same. So until next time. Oh, look, here's the river.
Oh. The Red River.
So until next time, enjoy random exploring countrysides far afield with us. And, you know the drill. Let's pull up to this edge first. Edgy boys we are.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there there's a martial arts studio over there?
Actual heck.
And you know what? It's a houseboat. Look.
Oh, it is.
That's so weird. Anyway. Yeah.
Full of surprises.
Till next time, you know the drill. Stay awesome.
ADV China every Monday, same time, same place. Wednesdays, Lao 86, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, on Friday, just in time for a beer, Serpents at 8.